How's it going, guys?
We're back.
It's been an awful long time.
We're back after the unannounced leaving.
Yeah.
So we've decided something easy to do would be like a monthly roundup of like stuff we've enjoyed and stuff we've not enjoyed at all. That will also feature the biggest disappointments of the month. Shall we crack on?
Let's crack.
Let's crack. Okay, the first thing we've got is Fantasy Life, which is one of Dan's Christmas presents. I think from your dad, was it? Or your mum?
From my mother, yeah. You were a little umming and ahhing over it because you could kind of tell that you didn't want to get into it just because it's your kind of game. It's got that addictive nature to it.
But then I had like 4 straight days off work, managed to clock about 30 hours on it, beat the story. I'm now like a hero in 2, a master in like 3 or 4, and an expert in mining, so I've not quite hit master yet for that one. But it is an incredible game, and it's so addictive.
Next game that I enjoyed in January, Amy hasn't even played it or looked at it yet.
I looked at it and then I puked.
Oh yeah, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. It is Alpha Sapphire, yeah. Omega Ruby is the other version. The game starts off pretty well. It's got this nice retro feeling to it. It kind of...
Does it?
It's basically homaging Ruby and Sapphire from the older games.
Have they just ruined it with 3D? And
No,
making
they
you
haven't.
fly and
They
making
haven't
you can
ruined
go in
it.
diagonals?
Anyway, I've put 60 hours into this game. I've beaten the Elite Four, and I'm just basically trying to fill up my the regional Pokedex. Or is it the national Pokedex?
I don't know.
The smaller one, the Hoenn Pokedex. I'm trying to fill that up currently.
Next is, well, it's not quite this, because the book is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You know, I'm a big Tolkien fan. But the film version, especially the last film,
Yeah.
awful. We watched it this month and it was shocking. I've never seen anything that I've hated so much.
So the film we're talking about is called The Hobbit, The Battle of Five Armies. And it just kind of goes in this completely different tangent to...
AKA how Peter can ruin The Hobbit. The first film was quite good. The first film, okay.
Yeah,
kind of stuck to it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was nice. Second film, not as great. Could sort of stick with it-ish. Sort of maybe forgave the love story a little bit, just to make it a bit more modern, just to bring it up to time, have a nice strong female in there.
What we're trying to point out
Yeah, the
is
third film,
it's like vomit on your eyeballs kind of thing.
Open the book at the last third. We don't.
If you've read The Hobbit and are interested in seeing the film,
don't bother.
Just read it again.
Read it and imagine it your own way in your head. Next is an anime that it's been out for ages. I think it got made into anime in like 2009, but we haven't watched it despite people telling us about it and like saying how good it is. We hadn't watched it, but then I noticed the first series on Netflix, like the first 44, 46,
40
maybe?
plus episodes on Netflix.
And it's fairy tale, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh, do you remember when we actually first saw it? I found that clip on YouTube. I didn't know where it was from.
Yeah.
It was like one of the like weird little animations that wasn't actually part of the series, but got released like apart from it. And they were all at this swimming pool world, and the place was just blowing up, and everyone was like thrown into these awkward sexual positions with everyone else. But it was just so funny. So I had to search for it. And then I was like, that's on Netflix. I'm sure I've seen that on Netflix. And I've loved it.
Tea break.
Okay, next up is a book, actually, that I've really enjoyed. And it's Dracula by Bram Stoker. I think we decided to buy some classics probably like 4 months ago, maybe? 4 or 5 months ago? Quite a while
ago.
But I only started reading it after Christmas. Oh yeah, it's quite saucy for a Victorian book. There's this bit where like Dracula walks in, like scratches himself and makes this girl suck all the blood out of his chest. And it's like, oh, for Victorian England, that's quite saucy. But, you know, for the sauciness of this book, for the time, fits in. And it's an incredible book. I recommend it to anyone.
So in January, Wave 3 of Amiibo came out. And we only got a couple of Amiibo in Wave 3. but we were happy with the ones we got. So first off, go on then, is Bowser, the King Koopa. He's very heavy. He's a lot heavier than all the other amiibos, but then look how big he bloody is. He's humongous.
He needs to be heavy, doesn't he? Like,
yeah.
It wouldn't be Bowser if this thing wasn't, like, kind of weighty.
Wasn't a ton. And then next up is Toon Link.
Ding, 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 ding.
Toon Link, looking pretty cool. I'm a huge Wind Waker fan. Wind Waker is probably my favourite Zelda game.
Okay, so the next thing we want to talk about is related to these little things. And not Dan getting naked. It was the Royal Rumble in January. The WWE Royal Rumble, brought to you probably by Hulu or WWE Immortals or something. But so the Royal Rumble was on. If you didn't know, I massively got back into wrestling. You've also sort of got back into wrestling.
You've got me
watch
back
the
into
pay-per-views,
wrestling.
don't you?
Yeah, no, I'm even starting to pay attention to Raw and SmackDown now just because of the storylines. I must say I'm hooked now.
It's quite infectious, isn't it? So
definitely.
yeah, this year's Royal Rumble, the event was excellent. There was so many good matches, like the three-way, for the world heavyweight title was Brock versus John Cena versus Seth Rollins, who is like a new up and coming. Because if you're back in the day, you've heard of the first two, but Seth Rollins is pretty cool, pretty exciting.
Yeah, I really enjoyed
It was an incredible match. But no, Brock retained after being like crushed through a table and breaking a rib.
It was pretty cool. It was a damn good match.
By the way, we're entirely like aware that it is faked, it is scripted, but we don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's better than EastEnders.
There's a high level of athleticism going on constantly, even when you watched it back in the 70s.
So the Royal Rumble, getting back to that. Well, there was like a few good characters, like my boy Bubba came back, number 3 or number 4 was it? Awesome. Devon didn't come for some reason. Like, hopefully we'll see, like, maybe both of them back soon. I know Bubba did an interview afterwards saying that, like, if the fans want them there, hopefully they'll be able to sort something out. But yeah, he wants to come back for stuff anyway. So that would be really fun.
Yeah, DDP made an appearance.
Oh yeah.
That was cool to see Diamond Dallas.
The Boogeyman.
Doing some yoga.
But yeah, DDP and Bubba were cool to see. But then the end was kind of crap.
Whoa. Let's not skip to the end just yet.
Well, we kind of need to, because the middle was shit. Like, Bray Wyatt just knocked everyone out.
Yeah, but...
And that was crap.
This is what I'm saying. Daniel Bryan got eliminated halfway through.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan got eliminated, Dolph Ziggler got eliminated, and it just seemed like it was rushed. And, like, these are people that were in the title picture, should have got to the final, like, 4.
Easily.
You know, and then they just got beat up, and it was ridiculous. And then the person who won it with interference from The Rock.
Kinda.
And it was like...
You see, we both agreed that we respect Roman Reigns. He's a good wrestler, but is he...
I don't think he is yet.
Is he ready yet? He's a good wrestler, but is he ready to be a champion?
I don't think he is that much of a good wrestler yet.
Do you not?
No.
The main event didn't quite seem right.
No. Like, the rest of the pay-per-view was great. The New Age Outlaws came back for a match. That was awesome. That was incredible. They lost, but it was still awesome. But then, the main event just didn't live up to expectations, did it?
So finally, I suppose, we delved into Twitch streaming slightly. And we thought a good game to start off with would be the Metal Gear saga? Metal Gear series, let's go with that.
Yeah, I want to see it in the order of which it takes place in the timeline of Metal Gear, because it'll help me understand the story a lot more, because it seems like one of the most complicated, convoluted kind of stories.
We thought we'd Twitch stream it.
Yeah, it'd be a good experiment, like a good game to start with. But, our internet's pretty crap here.
We had a go, and it's great, and, you know, watch this space because we will Twitch stream eventually.
Yes, but not until we've moved. So this is our little roundup of things we've liked this month, things we've hated. Hobbit production. So, yeah, let us know if you like it. I think it's something we'll do every month now, because it's just such a fun thing, and it's nice to just talk.
Yeah, definitely. And if you played any of the games or watched any of the films or read any of the books, tell us what you thought about it
Or
too.
if you've managed to find a rare Amiibo.
Yeah.
Tell us how much you paid for it, because we're like Amiibo hunting. Okay, so thanks for watching, and sorry we've been away for so long, even though you probably don't care.